Edward has cerebral palsy. His condition has deteriorated over the years, and although Edward used to be able to do quite a lot for himself, he's not able to do as much. Right, what date's it today?
Edward
The 10th. No day with Edward is the same. Edward is involved in a lot of projects. So generally what we always do is we'll check the diary, check Edward's emails, and to see how flexible he can be that day. Generally, we don't have time to do everything, so we'll prioritise what Edward wants to do first and take it from there. His legs, especially this one, he gets so tense, it's absolutely rigid, and you really have to bend it like that. How's that? It was still a long haul to get him so that he was able to sit on his chair for any length of time, because he still had problems with his skin. Get him to realise that, you know, eating a healthy diet would help him with getting his strength back and all that. And Edward was very keen to listen. Edward's diet now is fantastic. I wish I could be as strict with myself. He's amazing what he does now. Once Edward was fit and able, it was a case of, right, let's go out, let's do things. Edward loves football. So when Edward employed another PA, it was someone else to join his team. He was lucky, he's found someone who's very keen, like Edward, a very keen Celtic supporter, which must be a great job for this guy, because he gets into football for nothing, can go to all away games. So the two of them are building up quite a great friendship, a great relationship, all to do with football. Before I became a PA, it was a hotel and catering background. That's what I originally went to college to do. And then when I reached the age of around 30, I'd met a few people by then that were into social work, social care, and decided that I would get in touch with the college to see what courses were available so that I could test the waters to see how easy it was to get into doing some kind of care work. And through that process, from my placement, I ended up getting a job in social care with the local council. Through personal reasons, my mother's health and trying to help the family out, I decided it was better to take voluntary redundancy and then look for part-time work. And that's when I found out about vacancies working as a PA. And I thought, well, that sounds really interesting. And I was invited to come to meet Edward, and we got on really well, and Edward offered me a few hours a week to come up and help him, and I started doing that, and through that the more hours developed, and we got on quite well. So Edward told me his interest, and we worked together on that and built up what kind of life Edward wanted. So it's been very good. I personally think the PA network is going to be a really valuable tool. Training is a big thing. You are working on your own as a PA most of the time, and although there are three of us working with Edward, we always work on our own with Edward, so you are on your own. And knowing that there are other PAs out there in the same jobs, doing the same things, if you have issues, it's nice to have someone who understands what you're talking about. So it is nice to meet other people. It is nice to continue getting training. In any other job setting, you would get regular training, you know. So yeah, it can only benefit people.